This movie is almost all filler, and the story isn't that compelling.
Wait, what?
Semi-racist part where she's like,
You have zero personality. You're a wet flannel. Get wrecked, loser.
I don't care about High School Musical 2.
That is the equivalent of taking a pen, sticking it up inside your rectum, drawing around on a piece of paper and going, here you go, pay me please. It's crazy. Hello, and welcome back to Binge and Cringe. I'm Joe, and I'm joined with Stanz, who never likes to say his name in the intro, and if he does, it's a bit delayed. How are you doing, Stanz?
My name is Stanz.
Was that the joke, because it was delayed?
Yeah, kind of. I don't know. I have no idea. I always say my name, don't I?
Yeah, but it's usually because of the Discord delay. It's like, and I'm here with Stanz.
So you have to, like, when you're editing, you've noticed like a gap, a crater of some sort.
Speaking of awful jokes, Stanz, we were both on a roast recently.
Awful? Excuse me?
Well, okay. Maybe I'm taking that to heart a little bit because I was on a roast as well as you, and I know that my story isn't as good as your story is.
Oh, interesting. Sorry. How come you didn't ask for any help with your jokes? I feel like I asked. I reached out to friends.
You did. So the difference is you were roasting Pointcrow, I was roasting NoticeTheZ. So I didn't feel the need to ask because
you thought there's a lot of source material.
Yeah. Not only is he a roasting himself, but also I feel like Pointcrow's, there's levels, you know? You need to make sure you've got the big guns for going against him.
Okay, I see.
So we'll start with yours because yours went well, right? How do you think the roast went, Stanz?
I think the roast went extremely well. Unfortunately, I had to buy some new clothes because I didn't have funeral clothes and they didn't have my size.
Your legs were just too short. It was crazy.
The clothes were just too small. And so that's like, I'm a little
you wore Crocs. You and Nandre wearing Crocs was crazy, dude. To an actual event, stop wearing Crocs. No! There's no such thing as dress Crocs.
They were black for the funeral. I thought it was like a nice little bit, but then Nandre just wore regular Crocs.
Yeah, they were both fucked, to be clear. You shouldn't be allowed to leave the house with Crocs on. That's illegal.
Oh, Crocs, you should. Crocs are great. They're comfortable and they're good. And they sponsored one of my videos on YouTube.
Okay, but they're not sponsoring here. Shut the fuck up. They need to fucking pay for the real estate here if they want to get in.
Yeah, I only like Doc Martens. So I would say that besides my outfit, and my set was a little shorter, so I actually joined the roast when Slime dropped out. I was a backup. I was a sloppy second. And
not enough people mentioned that you were a sloppy second, I feel like. That was an easy roast, right?
That's crazy because I thought that was like, dude, you didn't even get invited, bro.
Yeah.
It was like such a funny fucking.
The only joke of the whole entire night that mentioned that was my joke that I gave to Nandre that was about the sloth. It was like, damn, bro, not only the sloth doesn't want you, no one here wants you, dude. You were second. And I was like, yes. Yeah. But no one else made that joke. What the fuck? Yeah,
it was a good joke. Actually, people told me that they found it hard to make jokes about me. Cutie's whole thing was just like, just too nice. You're just a nice person. Just generally a nice person.
That's also, I feel like you could write a joke about that, right?
Yeah, I hate it. It makes me feel worse. It's patronizing.
Yeah, you're so nice. There's no fucking, there's nothing that we can roast you about because you're too nice. You have zero personality. You're a fucking wet flannel. Get wrecked, loser. Yeah, how do you feel about being a wet flannel?
I hated that. I didn't like it at all, but the jokes that were about me were good. I think Cutie had some great jokes. Everyone's jokes were really good. That was maybe the biggest thing I walked away with is my experience with roasts is the Ludwig roast where Schlatt came with no material, Mizkif came with no material. Nick didn't know you were supposed to roast other people, so he only had Ludwig jokes. It was like me, Will, and Cutie who had written jokes about everyone.
And you went first.
I went first, which is always hard, and there were technical difficulties, which boomed me. And then I got heckled. All three, I think, are terrible.
I know there was actually technical difficulties, but saying technical difficulties when it was really just them playing crickets.
No. There were real technical difficulties. Like they couldn't hear, and that's why Cutie left the dais to go talk to the computer people, and she was the laugher. Right? To get people like feeling it.
Well, actually, you were the laugher, I think, for that night, right? No one was laughing.
Yeah, and people, no one told them, like, dude, just laugh no matter what. Like, hey, we're not here to be mean to each other. Like, this is not a competition. It's supposed to be to have fun and, like, look cool and smart, right?
Yeah, so, this is a good segue because I learned from your mistakes, Stanz, of the roast. And I was like, I'm going to make sure that this roast goes well for everyone, for my roast, roasting NoticeTheZ, as possible. So I'm going to make sure that I'm laughing along.
You're going to laugh at everyone's jokes.
I am the loudest laugher, as you know.
In real life, you
are. Yeah. I have a big laugh, so I'm just going to make sure that I find everything 10 times funnier than I would normally, and it's going to go really, really well. Started out, before the stream starts, we're all in a Discord call with each other. And then Vale makes a really bad joke and no one laughs. So I roast him a little bit.
This is pre-going live. This is just...
Okay, no one says anything. I roast him a little bit, poke the bear. And then he goes, you're British. And then the whole entire call just goes like, L, you're British. L, you have an accent. Oh, you have an accent. Oh, it's so bad. L.
Right.
I'm sat there, like, not understanding how all of these people are supposed to come up with funny, interesting jokes. if the moment that a British person speaks, they go, oh, British, that's all they can think of. So I was like, oh, no, this is not going to go well at all.
Right. And also, you knew at that moment that, like, all the jokes about you would be British.
Yes, I knew if there was going to be any, it was going to be that, which is not great, because that's just not like, there are funny ways to make British jokes, but just going, oh, British is not, like, it's the same way as, like, you can make a short joke, right? But if you just go, oh, they're short, it's not as funny.
That's not a joke. That's a statement.
It's
just
kind
of a mean statement.
That is not a joke,
Exactly.
So I was already kind of like hesitant going in, but then everyone started to do their roast and they were pretty good. I was not having to fake as many laughs as I thought I would, so it was going well. And then it got to my roast, which I was obviously a little bit nervous about.
Of course, anyone would be. You're performing.
But I knew from preparing some jokes for yours and Andre's that I was like, wait, I can write a couple of roast jokes. I'll be okay. So I was confident with the material that I had against NoticeTheZ. I get about halfway through my like set of jokes, and there's been heavy hitters, there's been laughs, people seem to be enjoying it. I think my delivery's going okay. Everything's going really, really well. And then I have a Stanz moment.
What does that mean? I take offense without even knowing what it is.
You take offense, but you shouldn't. I have a Stanz moment from you from the first roast where things out of your control make you be worse.
What was your Stanz moment?
Everyone in the Discord call figured out the fucking round of applause, trumpet noise, all of the shit that you can make in the middle of the Discord call.
They trash.
Figured that out in my set, in the middle of my fucking roast.
That is actually a Stanz moment. You got fucked by no fault of your own. Yeah.
Exactly, dude. It was actually so bad. You can see me losing my mind in the middle of it when the third person makes a noise, and then I'm like, I am actually gonna. It was what was even worse after I call attention to it. Z's like, right, guys, actually, please stop doing the Discord noises. And then Vale is fucking dying laughing and goes, that wasn't even me the last time. I'm like, the last time? So that means that it was you all of the other times before. What the fuck, Vale? He just done his roast, so he was fine.
Is very fun.
He was coasting off the fucking, I've just done my roast, everything's great, now I'm gonna fuck with the fucking Discord. Fuck you, Vale. Personal call out, because I don't think you watch this anyway, you piece of shit. Fuck you.
Agreed. We hate him.
We hate him. Unless he's watching this right now, in which case he's probably messaging me. I take it all back. If you watch this, that's fine.
How do young people do? This is the most embarrassing thing I've done. You know how you're old.
I'm doing it right now. I know exactly what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about? The heart that is like, you know the young person version?
Yeah, you just put your finger and your thumb next to each other.
Speak to that.
So, I don't know how to... So your thumb, do a thumbs up, Stanz.
Thumbs up.
And then bring your index finger up and touch it against your thumb. And then tilt it at an angle so that it looks like you can see both of the fingers. This is so funny because neither of us can see each other.
I can't wait till you edit this and you realize that your instructions were bad. I blame you completely.
Thumb up. Follow each instruction. Finger out.
Yeah. Finger out.
You're pointing at the camera.
I literally have 2 finger guns. I put them up,
you only
kid.
need one.
I have one finger
point
gun.
at the camera, and then take the inside of that index finger and put it on the inside of the thumb.
Okay, I don't...
Like, pinch them together. I don't know how you probably... It looks almost like you're doing, like, an Italian thing. Like Italian hand movement, but it's only 2 fingers instead of your whole hand.
Inside of
Why can't you speak?
Because I can't comprehend what you are trying to tell me.
Okay, so not the nail, the inside, like the other side of the finger.
Yeah.
Not the nail side, the other side. Put those 2 sides together.
Sure.
And then you get it so part of the thumb is going to the left of the finger. It depends which hand you're doing it is, I guess.
Sure.
So that it looks like a heart. I don't know how else to describe it. It's just got to look like a heart.
I refuse to show you what's happened, and I can't wait till you edit this and have to see it. And that's it.
Okay.
You can guess whether I did it or not.
Well, I feel like you didn't do it by the way you're describing it. Okay. But none of that is what we're here for today, Stanz. None of that heart bullshit. We're here for some amazing drama musical, Stanz. Are you ready for High School Musical? Because I am.
I am ready. Not only am I ready, I put on my special Jarvis Johnson Trying My Best sweater because he is the biggest High School Musical fan that I know.
Yo, we love Jarvis.
Sings High School Musical songs on his Instagram. In fact, I think he made a Jarvis Sings. Yeah, I think he made a Jarvis Sings Instagram account so he would stop spamming Jarvis regular.
Wait, is he like? Can he actually sing, or is he just doing it for fun?
I don't have an ear for it, as you know. So I think so.
If he makes a Jarvis Sings account, he's got to be like. If people are
confident enough just to rip it and it doesn't immediately sound bad to me, I just assume they can sing.
Yeah, that's fair. I love Jarvis. I just didn't know he could sing. That's sick. So you were saying in the previous podcast, Stanz, I found out for the first time that you've never seen High School Musical, apparently. How have you done this?
So because there is a high school movie with Zac Efron that is just better.
Oh, wait, unironically. Yeah, 17 again.
Yeah, 17 again rules.
It's actually
I watched
a great
17
movie.
Again. And then I was like, well, why would I ever watch High School Musical? This is just funny.
Wait, I think I did the same thing. I think when I was younger, I was like having the denial of like, I've said in a previous episode that I was like, High School Musical, that's for girls. And my sister likes it. I don't want to like that kind of stuff. And then 17 again came out around the time that I was like, maybe I do like the songs in High School Musical, but I can't. There's no way I can admit to that. And then Zac Efron was in a thing, and I was like, okay, this will be... Like, I'll allow myself to enjoy 17 again, but I won't. There's no universe that I'll like High School Musical. As though it was like a one-off that Zac Efron was like cool and charismatic and entertaining and stuff.
Yeah, it just felt like I don't need 2. It's like you don't need Pepsi and Coke. It's like I like one of them.
Hey, you can enjoy both, dude, because we're enjoying it today, and it's going to be, I'm thinking it's going to be really, really good. I know for a fact that the music is good. And I haven't seen... I don't think I've ever seen the movie in full, and I've only seen the movie in bits when I was a kid. So I just know like all of the songs from it being like so fucking culturally relevant.
Unbelievably popular.
Yeah. Like I think you're going to know most of the songs. Like... Not enough to sing along, but you'll be like, I've heard all of these songs.
I'll remember the hook. It'll be like, oh, that was something that I've heard, for sure. In my head right now, we're all in this together, and Get Your Head in the Game are like the High School Musical songs. I'm sure there's other ones.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Those are the 2. There's the duet that they have in the first film. I mean, this is the one we're going to see. I can't remember how it fucking goes, but... I'll probably be singing along to quite a lot of this, because it'll be the first time that I've listened to it in a while. And I'm unironically very excited for this. And people in the Discord were as well, which is good. I think it'd be weird to like Glee but not like High School Musical. I feel like the Venn diagram has got to be just a circle.
That's my question, though, because to me, Glee is like subversive a little bit. Right? It's a little bit edgier, rough around the edges, at least the early season 1. And whereas High School Musical... in my mind is like a straight shooter. It's like, this is for high school kids.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. There's no subversion as far as I'm aware. There's no parody.
So there, I think I might be in my mind, there's a chance I'm in the sliver of people who like Glee, don't like High School Musical.
I think you have to like it for what it is. Like, I don't think you should go in thinking that this is going to be like a masterpiece. Because it's a Disney movie.
Thinking I like musicals and like the story can't be that bad. It's going to be a fucking hero's journey. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And a very silly way to get around that. It feels like it's living in a cartoon universe for the most part. I'm looking through the prompts and we spent 10 minutes doing the heart, so we don't really have time to do any of the fucking prompts.
I think that's funny. I think we're good. Let's just fucking watch the movie.
I think that's fine, yeah, but there's... I think we're fine. I was just checking. There's a story I have about fucking there being a sex closet in my high school for High School Musical, but we don't need to worry about that. We can save that for another day, I guess, Stanz.
What the hell?
Let's get into the movie. So if you want to watch the movie with us, you can join our Patreon and use the extension that we have that syncs everything up. It's super easy to set up as long as you have a PC. You can watch it in Disney Plus and click around, and wherever you click, we are like commentary is met up at the same point. It's very, very cool.
It just works. It just works.
Yeah, which is shout out to Otto who made it. It's an amazing extension. And we also have loads of other cool stuff up there. I'm planning on watching High School Musical, the series. I can't remember what the title is. It's something like that.
The Olivia Rodrigo one.
Yes. I'm going to watch that for the $20 tier and binge like the whole entire season after we've watched High School Musical. So at some point, that will go up there. I'm also going to be watching Daredevil. Stanz is watching Taskmaster. I'm watching Scream with my friend. There's a bunch of stuff. Go and check it out if you like the sound of any of those. And yeah, if you're not 100% sure, then check out this clip from us watching High School Musical.
Why would the coach tell him to get his head in the game when the coach doesn't know that he's a theater team?
This is the best bit.
Oh. My head's in the game, but my heart's in the song. She makes this feel so right. Should I go for it?
What?
This. Yikes.
The story is progressing so fast.
I better shake this. Yikes. And we're back. And wow, that was the best time that I've ever had watching a movie ever. There's definitely nothing wrong with High School Musical. I had such a good time. Stanz, what did you think?
I think it's crazy that movie popped off so hard. I do think there were parts I really liked, but man, was it bland. It's just unbelievably bland. I feel like Vanessa Hudgens' character was the most boring character of all time. I feel like Troy's was the most
Let's not get into slander this early, Stanz. Okay, calm down. Let's say what we liked about the film, because there was some very good redeeming qualities, I think.
I liked Sharpay and her brother.
Sharpay and Ryan were great. They were a good mix of like campy villain, comic relief. I thought their relationship was really, really good. Super funny.
I also liked when they told people, don't be yourself and hide everything. That song made me laugh.
No, that was the worst song.
I thought it was so fun.
I don't think it was meant to be played for laughs, though. It was just not.
But in 2023, it was played for laughs.
It was very funny. It was a funny song. Don't think it was meant to be. Speaking of the music, though, the music in this is the reason that I think you were saying, like, how did this movie even do well? How did it progress at all?
Or no, I think it could have done well, but it was like a phenomenon. Like it because
the songs are like the biggest earworms of all time. They're like actual bangers. There's a reason that fucking 20 to 27-year-olds across the country would know every single High School Musical song.
I think
because
maybe
they're
I'm
fucking
slightly
infectious.
too old. Because to me, they're not that infectious.
You are probably a bit too old. You said you were 14 when the first one came out, right? So you would have been like,
I was 14 when the first one came out, and I never saw it. I mean, obviously, I'm watching it for the first time now. But I think if the songs were like a little bit more, I guess I'm comparing it to like Disney animated movie songs. Like, I feel like everything from Aladdin clears that so hard.
Yeah. I was going to say everything stood on the back of High School Musical, but then you mentioned Aladdin, and I was like, okay, well, that was before.
Or literally any other animated movie. You know what I mean? I just feel like the songs are
I was
all
thinking,
so
when you
much
said
better.
that, I was like, Encanto, Moana. I was like, well, High School Musical came before those, but then you had to say Aladdin, you fucker. And I was like, well, there's
or
no...
Lion King, or literally anything.
Yeah. I think the overall package of those definitely clears High School Musical. But the songs, I think are up
individually, the songs are just better.
The songs are really good in High School Musical, Stanz.
Yeah, but I think I can show you the world clears literally everything in High School Musical 1, 2, and 3 put together.
I can show you the world kind of mid. I'll say it.
You're actually memeing
Compare that to We're Breaking Free. There's levels here, Stanz.
Bop to the top.
Bop to
That's
the
what you
top
like more
doesn't
than
compare because they're different types of songs, and you have to look past. Wait, we're going to talk about Bop to the Top. We have to talk about the part that I forgot, which was the cultural appropriation.
The semi-racist part where she's like, "Ay ay ay, I'm a Mexican woman." It's crazy.
And then, as we were getting into it, because Sharpay had like slowly started teasing and singing Bop to the Top like a couple of times throughout the film. And I was like, oh, wait, I remember this song. This song's in this film. I love this song. And then it starts off with the fucking ay, ay, ay. I was like, oh, no. I don't remember this. I only remember the chorus.
Oh, this is just weird. It's just weird, man.
Well, the chorus is great. It is a banger chorus. Almost every single one of the songs has a banger chorus. Like Breaking Free. The karaoke song at the start has a good chorus, but you weren't a fan. Because you're cringe, but that's fine. We'll avoid that.
Of course. We always do.
The only song that I feel like was a flop was Gabriella's like solo song. That was Snooze Fest's fucking end my life right now central.
I can't remember a single word she said in it or the rhythm. Although, to be fair, all I remember is Bop to the Top because it was good. I don't even remember their first song, which I liked, which I might have even liked more than Bop to the Top because they did the funny microphone gags.
There was We're All in This Together, obviously, at the end. Great fucking song. Great closing song. But my favorite, I mean, it has to be Breaking Free, which is crazy that you said you've never even heard Breaking Free.
Never heard it, and here's the crazy thing. If you played it again for me right now, I'd say the same thing because I don't remember
Breaking
it.
Free!
It was so
good,
boring
dude.
and mid. It was like, what? I don't care. Breaking free of what, dude? You're both rich. Maybe that's my biggest issue, is both these kids are rich and talented, and everything is going to go their way. And
but they're not talking about their breaking free. I don't think you're meant to listen to the lyrics because it's not like
I'm sorry, you're asking me to watch this musical and like, no, don't listen to the lyrics.
Well, they wrote the fucking Kelsey, who is the GOAT, by the way. We'll talk about Kelsey a bit. She wrote it like in the film, so it's her song. It's not really like the characters that are singing it aren't like they didn't write it. It's not. It doesn't represent anything that's really going on in the film, is basically what I feel like.
What's the point of it in the film?
Hey, it's just a banger song, dude. I don't know what to tell you. They've written some banger songs and they're like...
enough of a banger to just be in there and then to be like, this has nothing to do with it.
Not enough of a banger, Stanz.
Not enough of a banger at all.
Absolutely fucking shitting on every 20-year-old's dream right now. This is crazy.
I feel like the songs were not that memorable. Besides We're All in This Together, that one actually got in my head.
I'm like, I could sing. So there's Bop to the Top, fucking, that you know. We're All in This Together. It's got in your head. Fucking, You're Just a Hater, so you're not listening to the actual real truth, which is that Breaking Free is an absolute banger. Then I will back you up on both of the other duets with Troy and Gabriella, because I can't remember either of those. Like the karaoke one at the start, and then the one that they auditioned.
No one can remember them. That's the thing about it.
Yeah, but they are good. If they came back on, I'd love to sing along to them. But there's some solid bangers in here, Stanz. It is crazy that all of these songs were in this movie. I remember we were halfway through it, and I was like, wait, is this High School Musical 1 that has like fucking this song and this song and this song? And it was. They were all in it. But I did also realize that High School Musical 2 has most of the really good songs that I really like. So, guess we've got to watch that one, Stanz.
Oh no, I've been scammed.
I think it's actually better than this film in terms of the film parts as well as the music.
This is not to shit on writers, especially during their strike, but like this story was so boring, right? And it's just like, oh no, I want to sing, Dad. But you gotta play basketball. It was very, very boring.
One of the like most. I understand it's a Disney original movie, and a lot of the Disney original
Disney
movies.
Did Smart House. They did Luck of the Irish. They did Brink. Disney puts out fucking.
I was going to say no, because I thought you were going to list the same things like you were with like Lion King, and Aladdin and stuff. But then you listed 3 movies that I've never fucking heard of. What do you say? Brink?
These are there's a difference between Disney and Disney Channel originals.
Yeah, that's what I
feel
was
like
saying.
I should be the one to lecture you on this.
I know the difference, but I've just never heard of those Disney Channel original movies.
Were like Xenon, Brink, Johnny Tsunami, Luck of the Irish, Smart House, Eddie's $1 Million Bake Off, Blank Check. Are you
Okay,
am I smoking weed here?
you've looked up a list.
No.
Are you saying these off the top of your fucking head?
Yeah. I'm staring in camera. When you look at this edit, you'll realize that I'm just like
That's
fucking
insane. I've never heard of
Why?
any of those movies, but I
really?
know.
Alley Cat Strike.
To be clear, well, let's reset this, Stanz, because
Yeah.
I know the difference between a Disney movie and a Disney Channel original movie, which is why I was about to say, I thought you were then going to say, this is a Disney movie, bro. Think of Lion King and all that stuff. And I was like, no, that's very different. But then, so I was about to tell you the difference between them.
You were gonna hit me, and then I was gonna be like, no, you don't know.
And
I was
you
the
already
sniper
know the
behind
difference, but then you're listening,
Yeah.
you're listening things that I've never heard before, which is crazy.
I'm gonna say something crazy. Every movie I just named is better than High School Musical.
I can't vouch for that because I don't know, but
Watch
hey,
one.
I'm sure
Pick any of those. You'll like it.
My argument is also basically the same, which is that I don't think you're wrong. I will back you on that because this was not a good movie at all. I think the only plot.
That's my issue with it because they've
Yeah.
made good, weird fucking movies, which I wish this was.
I also would hazard a guess that the other films that you mentioned are bad, but that's only because in my head I wasn't expecting much from this because it's a Disney Channel original movie.
I think you're allowed to be bad if you're like unique. Like Under Wraps is a movie where they just fucking have a mummy. And it's like they have to figure it out. That's dope. You know what I mean? You could be bad if there's a mummy. Or Luck of the Irish, he's a leprechaun and he finds out. That's crazy. You could be bad if you're crazy.
What does that mean? He's a leprechaun and he finds out. Did he not
Dude,
know?
on your 16th birthday, if you're a leprechaun, you start getting pointy ears and shrinking. And so he realizes. I actually don't think it's a 16th birthday thing. I think he finds a piece of gold.
Oh, that's less funny than what I thought, which was that he looked and sounded like a leprechaun, and then at one
Like
point,
Stuart Little?
like someone told him, and he's like, "Wait, no, I'm a leprechaun!" Like he didn't know this whole time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I wasn't expecting much because it's a Disney Channel original movie, but having said that, I think that the reason that this did so well has to be the music, right?
Yes, it has to be. Or I guess I don't know what Zac Efron and Vanessa Hudgens were doing before this, but they were fucking everywhere at this time. And they were
but I think
like
it was from this. I don't think it was pre this, right? I think
Yeah,
High School
but I
Musical
also
put them on the
think
map.
If you are like handsome, like you can get like the Aaron Carter effect where it's like Aaron Carter wasn't that good a singer. You know what I mean? But it's like he's a cute kid doing things.
Who?
Oh my god.
Aaron Carter?
Yeah, Aaron Carter.
Who is this?
Who was unbelievably famous like right before this movie.
What?
Aaron Carter, Nick Carter's younger brother.
Which one
now?
of these songs? I've never heard any of these songs.
You've
all about
heard
you.
How I Beat
Want
Shaq,
Candy.
bro. You've heard I Want Candy as well. You've heard all these songs, actually. Guaranteed.
If it's I Want Candy, is that
but
the
it's
original?
his remake.
His remake, exactly. So I've not heard his version. I've heard
you've
the
heard
original.
his version. You've also heard That's How I Beat Shaq, and you've also heard Aaron's Party, guaranteed.
I don't think this guy went over to the UK stands.
I'm telling you, you've heard Aaron's Party.
I've never heard. Okay, which one are you telling me that I've heard? I've never heard I Want Candy, his version at all.
What?
Which one? Which one's the one?
I think you've heard Aaron's Party. If you haven't, British people are uncultured.
Wait, this is just sampling another song.
Hey, welcome to fucking rap music, brother.
So I recognize the sample, but I've never heard this.
Or actually, Oh Aaron is the one that I was thinking of.
Oh my god, am I just going to listen to 17 Aaron's fucking songs?
Let's actually change this podcast to an Aaron Carter fan cast.
Okay, I'm listening to Oh Aaron now.
Yeah, this one was hot.
What the fuck? This feels like you're pranking me, Stanz. Who the fuck is this guy? Have you, like, made up an artist, gone back in time 12 years ago, and artificially given them millions of views?
Aaron Carter was a pop star who popped off because his older brother was a Backstreet Boy, Nick Carter. And there was, like, an era of, hey, young, like cute things. And I think Zac Efron came after this, but it was like the same mindset of like cute or handsome pop star making, crush on them.
That's
vibes.
crazy.
It's really weird because like older women are like into it. Like Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber's another great example of early Justin Bieber.
Yes, yeah.
I don't know why I didn't think of Justin Bieber as an example that was different than Aaron Carter. Aaron Carter was my generation's Justin Bieber.
That's so funny. Please let me know in the comments. Tell me, first of all, if you are British or American, and then tell me if you've heard of Aaron Carter. Because
the only people listening to a fucking Glee fan cast are going to be 50-year-old white women, and they all love Aaron Carter. So I know I'm going to win this one.
Okay, I feel like, no offense if you're a 50-year-old white woman, but I feel like Stanz is just
You're
offending...
our core audience.
No, I think
Stanz
is offending everyone who's not a 50-year-old white woman for being like, why the fuck are you watching this?
Yeah, all three of them? Fuck them. I don't care. We got our core audience.
Okay, we got a bit sidetracked, but basically, it's crazy that High School Musical did as well as it did when there is basically zero plot at all whatsoever. It is all filler and not even like plot contrivances to make the songs work. It feels like most of the time the songs are just there. They just start singing.
And that's why they're not earworms to me, because it's just like, I think at one point I asked you, like, what does it have to do with it? It was maybe even in this. And you're like, oh, well, Kelsey wrote it, so it doesn't matter. And I'm like, well, it matters to me.
Yeah, I think...
Why am I listening to this?
You care. For me, even when I'm listening to, like, I know it matters more in a musical, I guess, but when I'm listening to music for the first time, I don't really listen to the lyrics at all. I just, like, fucking take in all of the music sound parts and if it sounds nice. And then I think subconsciously, like, I'll understand the lyrics and get sentiment through that, but I don't, like, remember the words, like, first couple of listens. So if I'm just watching fucking High School Musical, I'm like, fuck yeah, this is good noise. This is noise, you know? It's just nice noise that I get to listen to. So I don't really care.
I think I'm
as
the
much.
exact opposite.
Yeah.
Where I only listen to the words, and if I hear something that I think is like funny or cool or like interesting, then I listen to the music.
Yeah, I think most people are that way inclined. So I think I'm the weird person, but either way, I think that's why I enjoy High School Musical a little bit more because I'm just like, they're good songs, so it's fine. But yeah, the bits in between, it just makes you realize how not shit Glee is, right? Like, it's actually enjoyable in between.
Yes, the storylines are actually good.
Well, because there's story. There's just
you're right.
nothing
It
in
exists. I think, and I get it, but like, it was so plain that like the big moment was like he kissed her on the cheek. You know what I mean? And it was like, that is how Mormon this movie was.
Yeah. And there was, well, to be fair, when he leant in, you thought they were going to go for like a kiss.
And
you
the
were like,
whole movie was so
whoa!
not that, yeah, I about shit my pants. I was like, wait, what? It's actually a different movie. But no, he didn't. I was actually scared, which is weird to say.
You were screaming. You were terrified.
Yeah, as an adult watching this on his computer in a Discord call, I let out a shriek.
Which is how
you're
all
not
the
gonna see unless you're on
50-year-olds at the
Patreon.
time reacted. There was a time where I was screaming during this recording as well, Stanz. We can talk about... We've already talked about how there's basically no plot. The most insane part of the most insane part of this movie is throughout the whole entire, like, first arc, you have the sports team who are like, don't do anything but sports, Troy. Ooh, yuck, gross. And then you have the smart people who are like, you can't go anywhere near Troy. He's too good for you, which is kind of cringe and weird. And they also shit on cheerleaders for some reason, but we'll gloss over that part. And then they have a whole entire bit where they basically band together both of these groups to be like, let's break up Troy and Gabriella. Let's get them away from each other. Fuck them. They want them to be together. And then it works. They get a HD video call through fucking MSN. I don't know how the fuck they did that. And Troy admits to, in front of Gabriella without knowing that, fuck Gabriella, I don't care about her. I only care about basketball. I'm the basketball guy. And starts fucking barking and they all get their feet out and it's crazy. Then there's literally one scene where Troy and Gabriella walk past each other in the middle of the cafeteria, and then all of a sudden, every single character in the film has a mind wipe and is like, wait, we want them to be together now. We made such a huge mistake. And then they do a whole entire elaborate thing to get them back together.
Because they saw them sad and they didn't like that.
It's insane. Why? But why did we waste half an hour of the film with them hating each other for there to be zero resolution, for them to just come back and be like, oh, we were wrong. We're sorry.
I'm going to blow your mind right now. Why did we waste an hour and 40 minutes of the film for mid songs and no story? If that's your biggest issue.
Good songs. It was worth it for the songs, despite how dog shit that was. That was bad for, like, I don't understand how anyone wrote that and got paid. I'm sorry, writers, that's fucked. You are fucking, that is the equivalent of fucking taking a pen, sticking it up inside your fucking rectum, drawing around on a piece of paper and going, here you go, pay me please. It's crazy.
You are so angry today. For those of you that don't know, we did a deep dive on the YouTuber Quebblecop this morning, and Kant spent 45 minutes just screaming about how much of a talentless hack he is and that anyone can
Am I wrong? And if I know I'm right, I'm going to fucking shout it from the rooftops, which is why High School Musical, banger songs, it's definitely worth watching just for the songs, but my God, fucking the writing is so bad. It feels like a disservice to people who are writers to say that it's writing, right? Like,
it feels like something ChatGPT would write today.
I was just about to say that. If this came out today, I would be like, this was written by ChatGPT. This is crazy. Sure. This is one of the things that the writers are fucking striking for in SAG-AFTRA, dude. This is crazy.
This is why studio execs think they can replace writers.
Yes, right? Because of this shit. It's the exact same with Quebblecop. It's the same level of fucking dog shittery that they're like, yeah, we can just replace it with AI. It's fine. No, just make better shit. Don't replace the shit with worse shit that's made by fucking computers. It's so hot in this room.
You know what I'm actually
so hot in this
excited
room,
for?
Stanz.
Can I say?
What are you excited for?
I don't care about High School Musical 2, but I do kind of care about Disney's Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure.
No, Stan's the only thing I'm excited for is High School Musical 2, because I think it's like, you've seen, this is a crazy comparison, you've seen Sharknado, right?
I have, yeah.
I feel like what happens with the Sharknado series is similar in my memory, because I've not seen High School Musical for a long time. It's similar to what happens in High School Musical. So in Sharknado, they made the first one, and I don't think it was tongue-in-cheek. I don't think there was irony. I think they were trying to make a film, and it was just cheesy and bad. The second film, they go, oh shit, people like it when we make cheesy and bad things. Let's do that on purpose. And they lean into it and make things even more cheesy, even more cringe, and even more like, you know, like how the end of Sharknado, the guy fucking is inside the shark and chainsaws it and stays alive and rescues the person, right? Fucking crazy.
I do remember that. Yeah.
That level, but like times 10 in the next film. And then they times 10 it in the next film.
It's crazy using Sharknado as an example when Fast and the Furious exists, and I know you've done extensive research into Fast and Furious and put together a guide about it.
Yeah, Fast and the Furious isn't, the first one doesn't start off tongue-in-cheek at all. Like, it isn't cringe like that at all.
Neither is Sharknado. It's trying to be serious. It's trying to make a good...
But then the second one isn't, the third one isn't, and then basically they changed it because they wanted to be Marvel, and they wanted to get an MCU, but they didn't have superheroes. So they made Fast and the Furious that. It wasn't... Right. It wasn't necessarily because people watched it and went, I want more of the cringe, because there wasn't any for like the first couple.
That's fair.
So I think High School Musical 2 is like that with High School Musical. They were like, no one's watching this for the plot. We'll write some fucking banger songs. We'll play into the campness. We'll make sure that none of it makes sense and that it's all just people like we love Sharpay, we love Ryan. We'll make them extra camp. We'll make them do fucking sassy things and be more involved in the plot. So High School Musical 2 might be the GOAT. I'm praying because I thought before this that I was going to really enjoy watching High School Musical, and I didn't. I actually didn't. I would have just preferred to listen to the CD.
That's so funny. I would have not preferred to listen to the CD. I would have preferred you neither. Now that I've gotten through this, I would love to watch a YouTube video of Sharpay and Nick. Ryan?
You keep on calling him Ryan for Nick for some reason, and it's Ryan. You said Nick Ryan in the middle of the film as well. I corrected you for Ryan.
Yeah, I don't really know. I just want to watch their 2 songs, 3 songs, and then move on, and my day would have been better.
Yeah, I mean that's fair, but I think all the songs are good and worth it. I like, if I was doing a sing-along version with a bunch of people that liked High School Musical, I think I could enjoy watching this again.
Right.
But
that's fair.
As a standalone film, fucking, it's not a film. You just can't call it that. That's a disgrace to anything that exists. There was one thing that I wanted to talk about before we end talking about High School Musical forever, potentially, is the obvious comparisons between that and the show that we normally watch, Glee, because there was tons. Like, you can tell. I mean, obviously, Glee's meant to be like a fucking parody of this kind of thing, but the comparisons were like huge, Stans.
Yeah, you called out some of them, which is like, oh, theater teacher versus sports coach, right? Or like this thing happening. Or even Rachel is this character and Quinn is this character, but they're kind of flipped a little bit.
Yeah, it feels like they just flipped them on their heads. Like Sue and Shu just like gender swap and then is also the dad for some reason. But then Shu is kind of like the dad for Finn, so they even kept that really going from High School Musical as well. And then Sharpay is just Rachel Berry. But like in our show, in Glee, she's meant to be the main character that we like.
The hero. And in this show, she's kind of meant to be the villain.
Yeah, which I think is more accurate for... It's crazy that Rachel is like the main person. And I think that's kind of the reason that they did it. They made like the diva, sassy character also be trying to like slightly be likable, but in like a no one likes me kind of way in Rachel Berry, which I think is good.
Right.
And also, I was talking to Scootish on stream about Glee stuff, and he was like, yeah, Rachel's the worst character. No one likes Rachel. And I was like, Stanz loves Rachel. And he was like, wait, what? Literally no one likes Rachel. This is crazy.
I love Rachel. She's the best character. She believes in herself and she believes in her dream.
I do think that she is currently... maybe the best character, but I don't think that's saying much because of the amount of insane things that most of the main cast have done. Like, I think she's annoying, and
I think the only character who maybe has done like less annoying things would be Santana, but she's just not a character.
Yeah,
she's literally like she's had one line.
She also becomes more of a horrible person when she becomes a character, so can't wait for that. That'll be fun. Stans, we should set some kind of goal for High School Musical 2 because I'm looking forward to it, but I'm also worried
$7 million.
Oh, wait, I unplugged my headphones. That was so funny.
Yeah, I don't know. What are we at on the Patreon? I do not want to watch it, so I would like to set it high. Wait, you had another goal idea for us to do.
Yeah, so I think we could
I don't know if I want to leak it.
We could try and set a couple of goals. Basically, next week, in a couple of days, is it like 4 days?
Mm-hmm.
4 days, I'm going away to America. So when I am, a couple of weeks after that is TwitchCon, and I'll be there, and you'll be there, so we could potentially...
I will not be there, to be clear.
At TwitchCon?
I will not be at TwitchCon.
Wait, what?
I never, for one, I never confirmed, and I blatantly said, hey, I'm not confirming, just to be clear.
You literally confirmed the other week, Stans.
No, I said I wasn't sure yet. I'll be in Korea.
You're insane. You're actually so fucked. That's crazy.
How?
Fuck you,
How?
Stans.
What do you mean?
Because you said in the group that you were confirmed.
No, show me.
You were like, I probably won't be going to the, what's it called? The Renaissance Fair, but I'm going to TwitchCon, is what you said.
I said, where did I say that? Show me.
We have like 17 different chats.
Yeah, because you're making that up,
I'm
bro.
on streamer mode. I'll fucking find the message. I'll show you after
this recording. The thing you don't know about me is I'm a weasel. I know I didn't say that, because that would be confirming.
You're actually so cringe for knowing that and then not saying that you're not going as well.
No, I actually found out yesterday.
Oh, you found out what, like 10 minutes ago in the middle of this recording? Why didn't you say earlier?
I found out that I had to go to Korea, I will tell you, yesterday at 10:58 a.m.
Wow, so it's been a whole 48 hours since you've told me. So cringe.
Yeah, 36. I did leave you hanging for 36 hours or whatever.
Well, you know what? Who cares about sub goals? Who cares about Patreons? Maybe I'm just going to end this fucking... I'm never going to work on Bitchy Cringe again. I'm going to end my life. Yeah, fuck you. This is the end of the podcast. You fucking... This is over. There's never going to be another episode ever again. It was a
Take
good
a bow.
run.
Good run.
9
I appreciate
episodes.
you all. Thank
I hope you enjoyed.
I will not be finishing High School Musical. I'm taking a bow now. I will not be finishing Glee.
Hey, I'll tell you what. If we get to 130 paid members, we'll do another episode.
What are we at? I thought we were at
We're holding them
144.
hostage. We are 12 away.
Ah, I see. You're holding them hostage.
Holding them
People love
hostage.
that.
If you want another episode, fucking get your friends to sign up.
It's insane.
It's
And if
Stan's
we
fault.
get
Blame Stan.
to 1,000 paying members, I'll fly cans to Korea and we'll do an episode live.
Wait, that's a much better goal. Wait, do that. Fuck TwitchCon. I'll go to Korea.
Yeah, so you only need 900 and fucking...
Yeah, it's
sorry,
only
800
cringe
and
if you
something.
go. If you also get me to go, then it's fine.
Yeah, of course.
All right. Well, ironically, should we set a thing? We're obviously
yeah, we
not
should set a
quitting
thing.
Binge and Cringe.
No,
So.
we're not putting binge and cringe, but I will not watch High School Musical 2 to 150 members or something. I don't want to do it. Well, we can watch other things that are good.
I think it should be 150 members. Gets us. Should we save the other thing?
I'm down to announce it or whatever.
We could
Doesn't
save
bother
the
me.
other thing. We'll do High School Musical 2 first, and then save the other thing if we hit that.
The other thing's
you know?
goated. So if we get to High School Musical, we'll be one step closer to something that I
Yeah.
think is goated as well.
The other thing I really wanted to do in person because you can imagine Stan's would be much better in person.
It'd be so sexy.
So it would be very sexy in person, which is why I was going to mention the TwitchCon thing, and then that all got
Right.
fucked. So fuck you. I'm going to probably record a ton of episodes without Stanz whilst I'm away because I was planning on recording a bunch with Stanz, but now he's not here. So love that.
All right, thank you, Binge and Cringer. See you. Goodbye.
Well, say your
Annyeonghaseyo. I'll be
fucking-
going to Korea soon.
say your catchphrase, Stanz, before we fucking go.
Ladies and gentlemen, finger licking good.
Fuck off. Fuck it.
Bye.
Bye.